Welcome to Mr. Brain, Parenting Series. Every parent has their own unique approach to raising their children. They strive to do their best, but nobody is perfect. On this journey, as a parent, you do a lot of things unintentionally and think they are good for your children, but they are often not, and you regret it later. Let's explore 10 common regrets expressed by parents. 1. They prioritized work over communicating with their kids. We understand that parents are adults with responsibilities, often occupied with work. But whom do you do it for? Your family, right? But what's the point if all this work pushes you away from your family? Communication is the key tool to staying close to your family. When you engage in conversations with your children, they feel secure and comforted. They easily open in front of you whenever they face problems. However, if you don't have a strong bond with them, they probably won't find anyone to confide in, which can lead to depression and negatively impact their mental health and future. As an adult, you have lived a life full of different experiences, and you are the only one in this world who is completely selfless when it comes to your children. No one can provide them with better advice than you. They have a lot to learn from you. Additionally, if you can foster a friendly relationship with your child, you won't have to spend your old age waiting for their calls. Think about it. It's better to act now than to regret it later. 2. They never listened to their child's opinion. We agree that it's not possible to fulfill all the wishes and desires of your children, and due to your life experience, you are mature and have a good sense of what is best for them. However, it's important to understand that children are not puppets. Just as you wouldn't appreciate an autocratic boss, children don't like autocratic parents either. When you don't listen to their opinions, they feel neglected and develop misconceptions about you. When you make all the decisions for their lives without considering their opinions, they don't develop decision-making skills and struggle to become independent. They always rely on others to make decisions for them, which hinders their ability to reach positions of authority that require critical thinking and decision-making. We don't believe you want this for your children. So whenever you come across a situation where you need to make decisions for your children, ask for their viewpoint. Discuss the pros and cons of both your and their opinions. You never know, you might even be persuaded and change your own opinion. And if sometimes your children are too stubborn, let them learn from their mistakes. Remember the words of Albert Einstein. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. So, allow your children to try new things and try not to worry too much. 3. They scolded their child excessively. How do you train a dog? Do you shout at them or punish them gently when they make a mistake and reward them when they listen to you? Well, that approach is suitable for dogs because they can't understand your words. However, your children are human beings with their own brains. We don't need to scold or punish them for every small mistake. What we need to do is talk to them, help them correct their mistakes, and often our expressions alone can make them realize their errors. When you scold your child all the time instead of discussing the mistake, they stop grasping the true consequences of their actions. They stop doing something not because they understand why it's wrong, but simply to avoid your anger. For example, when you always scold your child for getting poor grades, they may not pursue higher education because they never developed the intrinsic motivation to study for the sake of learning. Scolding too frequently can strain your relationship with your child. It may also lead to rebellion and misbehavior. Therefore, it's important for you to reserve punishments for matters of significance. Breaking a kitchen item, for example, does not fall into that category. 4. They missed out important moments in their child's life. We understand that you are constantly juggling numerous commitments and responsibilities, and it can often be challenging to be present for your children on their special occasions. But imagine a time when your children don't visit you on occasions like Christmas. How would that make you feel? Similarly, when you miss out on your children's special moments, such as their cycle race, they feel neglected. In that race, your child doesn't want the crowd to see them. They want to see you in the crowd, happily cheering and applauding for them. You are the one who matters most to them. So, no matter how busy you are, Try not to miss these events, because once you lose that sense of importance, it will be difficult to regain it when you crave it the most. Remember, these moments hold great significance to your children, and your presence and support mean the world to them. 5. They didn't show consistency. How would you feel if your boss told you that nobody could skip the meeting the next day and no excuses would be accepted, but then he ended up missing the meeting himself? In the same way, when you establish rules in your household, they are meant to be followed by everyone. Don't show your children that just because you're an adult, you have exceptions. For instance, if using the phone during meals is not allowed, it shouldn't be allowed for anyone, including you. Your actions speak louder than your words. When you break your own rules, especially in high-pressure situations, children find it difficult to understand when rules should be followed and when they can be disregarded. They also see you as a hypocrite, as you don't act in accordance with what you preach. If you want your children to learn good moral ethics, sometimes you need to be willing to compromise, even in stressful situations. 6. They didn't make their child happy enough. When your children are young, they enjoy your company and want to explore the world while holding your hand. They want to go out with you. They want to swim with you. They want you to surprise them with movie tickets. It's important to try to bring happiness to their lives as often as you can. Not only does this strengthen the bond with your child, but it also creates lasting memories. Although you might be young and may not always find joy in childish play with your child, but one day you will cherish these memories dearly. And as you'll grow older, your child will also make an effort to bring happiness to your life as often as they can. 7. They didn't provide financial education. You realize that money is one of the most important things in your life, right? Yes, it shouldn't be the top priority, but it does hold significant importance. After all, we work hard for the sake of money, don't we? So why do we shy away from providing our children with financial education? If we fail to teach them how to manage money, they may face difficulties in the future. Just like any other skill, financial education needs to be taught in order to help children make better financial decisions as they grow up. For instance, if your child asks for an expensive toy, instead of dismissing it or promising it in the future, gently explain to them that it is expensive and may not provide good value for money. Consider giving your children pocket money so that they can learn to manage their own finances on a smaller scale. Allow them to borrow money from you for significant expenses and encourage them to prioritize their needs and save for their big dreams. Moreover, when your child becomes of legal age, encourage them to earn their own money. This will help them understand the value of money, as we all know that money doesn't grow on trees. 8. They didn't encourage creative activities. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. We've heard this saying countless times, but there are still many parents who put immense pressure on their children to focus solely on studying, causing them to abandon their creative hobbies. These parents fail to realize the significance of creative pursuits. Engaging in creative hobbies actually provides us with enhanced problem-solving skills and nurtures our innovation. It fosters a mindset of exploration, experimentation, and thinking outside the box. Additionally, creative activities help us improve our focus and concentration. Most importantly, they serve as a stress reliever. As our children grow into adults, cultivating creative habits provides a positive outlet for stress release, steering them away from harmful behaviors like drinking or smoking. Therefore, it is crucial to allow your child to develop and pursue these creative habits. Encourage them by actively participating alongside them. 9. They didn't trust their parental instincts. Taking advice is beneficial, but blindly following every piece of advice is foolish. Throughout your parenting journey, you will come across many individuals suggesting various things for your children. However, it is important to understand that what may have worked for their children may not necessarily work for your own. Nobody knows your child better than you do. It is essential to trust your parental instincts and make decisions based on your understanding of your child's unique needs and temperament. Imagine you have a friend who suggests that enrolling your child in intensive academic tutoring programs will guarantee their success in school. Instead of immediately following your friend's advice, you trust your parental instincts and consider your child's individual interests. You decide to enroll your child in a local soccer academy. As your child engages in soccer activities, you notice not only their passion for the sport, but also a positive impact on their academic performance. The physical activity and enjoyment they experience serve as a healthy outlet for releasing academic stress. Taking action now is better than regretting later. We want your parenting journey to be full of love and without any regrets. If you find this video beneficial in your experience as a parent, please consider liking and subscribing.